Live from New York City, it's the Wendy Williams Show.
How you doing? The kids have come to play today. You won't believe what I'm about to tell you. With all due respect, have several seats. My girls are always turned out. I give it to you straight, no chaser.
Now, here's Wendy.
Thanks for watching our show. Say hello to my co-host, my studio audience. Whew. How you doing? I'm doing great. Let's get started. It's time for... You know it. Thank you. This never gets tiring. Thank you. Everybody have a seat. Thank you very much. Thank you. You know, from the very first time of doing this show, every time those double doors open, my heart pounds almost out of my chest. Like literally when I'm standing waiting to do How You Doing, I'm like all swilly in my head. No, because it's like a head trip to have a talk show, you know, to have people standing and just thank you for watching. Thank you. Thank you. So, thank you. It's official. Okay, so look, it's official. Blake Shelton and Gwen Stefani are officially a couple. Now, well, they made the announcement through their reps just before the Country Music Awards last night. And in our morning meeting, I was asked, well, Wendy, what do the reps have to do with making an announcement like that? Why would they do that? Why? I was like, first of all, you know, the announcement needed to be made so that people like me and other nosy people stop suspecting that they're having this affair or arrangement or romance. And when we caught her in the third row of the SUV yesterday on Hot Topics, I was telling you, who sits in the third row behind the passenger seat and behind the driver unless you're trying to hide something? So now both parties are divorcing their spouses, so why can't they date? Besides, it's sweeps month. This is great for The Voice. Where they're both coaches. You know, turns out, okay, so she didn't walk the red carpet with him. Gwen didn't, and she also was not in the building for the awards because she said she couldn't find an outfit. But what I like about country and country music and the Country Music Awards, it's not like the Soul Train Awards or the Oscars where you have to really, you know, get something special made. Country people, this is what I love about you. You go as you are. She could have worn Levi's and a T-shirt. Right? Yeah. Like, there's no formality, you know, just good music. Anyway, so, but she did hire a jet and flew to Nashville. Is that where it was, in Nashville? Flew to Nashville so that she can go to the after parties with him. And this formal announcement was perfect because now they can actually, you know, make out in public and hold hands, and she doesn't have to sit in that third row anymore. I also think, part of me also believes that, you know, if Blake really wanted to shade Miranda, you know, his soon-to-be ex-wife, he would have walked the red carpet with Gwen, you know? But, I mean, it was shady enough that they were probably at the same after parties, but, you know, listen, The best way to get over someone is to get under someone else, is what I said. He was all like, we caught you, sir. Yes. Anyway, big news for Eddie Murphy. It's time for a celebrity shout-out. Hit it. So, Eddie, who watches our show, hey, Eddie. Hey. Eddie is 54 and keeping it together. Well, he's about to be a father for the 9th time. I mean, I know that sounds ghetto. But the thing about kids is if you can afford the kids and you have the time, then who are we to judge? Although, isn't life boring without judgment? Just a little. Okay, so his girlfriend's name is Paige Butcher, and she's 36. Now, Eddie and Paige have been together for a moment. You know, they go out and get a lot of coffee. We've shown the pictures on Hot Topics. They're always leaving the coffee shop. Well, you know, yes, there they are. Paige is his fifth baby's mother. Well, okay, here, maybe a little sloppy it sounds, but it's okay, okay. He's got 5 kids with his ex-wife, Nicole. He's got 1... Oops, with Mel B. No, look, if you remember this story, remember Mel B and Eddie were doing the nasty, and then, you know, oops. And then, you know, she announced to him that she's pregnant, and Eddie was trying to deny everything, like, I'm not even answering the phone. I have nothing. Nope, keep you and that Similac over there. So... He demanded a DNA test. That's when you know it's sloppy. You know what I mean? Like, you have to have the baby and then the DNA test and call him Maury Povich and whatnot. Anyway, turns out Eddie was the father. I don't know that Eddie spends any time with this daughter. You know, a lot of times men can be so immature, and just because it's a oops, somehow you take it out on the kids. And then he's got, okay, so that's 6 kids. And then he's got 2 kids with 2 mysterious women that he had before he married Nicole. And so the 9th child will be with Paige. But Eddie Murphy is, what he's done right, I think, because I don't picture Eddie Murphy spending time with his kids. Like, in my mind, I mean, not like quality time. I think that, you know, throwing a Porsche at a kid or throwing, you know, fancy clothes at kids. You and I both know, if you're a parent, that when it all comes down to it, kids just want our time. And sometimes it's the simplest stuff that brings the light in kids' eyes, you know, and it usually is just our time. I don't picture Eddie having time, but what he has done right is he's chosen the correct women, because I picture, like, Nicole Murphy. You know, I picture Nicole probably had to handle all the kids while Eddie was flying around being a nutty professor and, you know, doing other stuff. And I mean, if you're not going to spend time with your kids, at least pick the right spouse, you know? Now, one more comment. This Paige is an Australian model, but isn't that what all the girls say? Her dad was a model, her mom was a model. She used to date Russell Simmons. Right? She likes to garden, build stuff, and restore furniture. Yes. So that's that. Congratulations, Eddie. The verdict is in. And Master P has to pay Sonia. Big time. Now, Sonia is the ride or die girl. Sonia is his, well, ex-wife now, but they were together when they were kids and nobody had any money, and he's trying to be a rapper and start No Limit. Sonia is the mother of Mercy, Hersey, Thirsty, Romeo, Versey, and Kersey. Anyway, they've got a lot of kids together. But there are only 3 that are still underage, and they live with Sonia. Now, you remember when Master P was here, and if you follow him on social media, he was throwing her under the bus left and right. He said, you know what? I would pay you if a few conditions. Number 1, you get rid of your boyfriend. Now, see, number 2, if you go to rehab. And I forgot the 3rd thing, but the point is that, you know, and Master P even came here and I asked him about it, and he was very, very on it. Like, no, you know, this woman needs to clean up her act and so on. Well, the judge ruled that Master P has to pay Sonia $27,000 a month. In child support and in alimony. $27,000 a month. Now, so that is like over $300,000 a year. Like, Sonia doesn't have to do anything but sit back and laugh now. Oh, by the way, and Master P, you know I love you, but this is what ever since you know me, this is what I do, so I've got to talk, okay? Listen. There's more. Master P also has got to pay her $200,000 attorney fee. Hold on. And about that house that he was trying to kick her out of in Calabasas, where the Biebers and Kardashians and all those people leave a big, you know, she gets to keep the house. So, in my morning meeting, I was asked, well, Wendy, would you be mad if you had to pay that money if you were Master P? I said no, because Master P is allegedly worth over $300 million, so that's nothing. What I'd be mad at is now I'm looking crazy because I tried to insinuate that this woman was some sort of druggie with a bad boyfriend and tried to kick her out of the house. You know what, Master P, don't get on social media about this. Just pay the money and zip it. Sonia, you win! Congratulations! I mean, that's a big win, too. He tried to talk about her crazy. Okay, very good for her. So, look, Gwyneth Paltrow is butting into her ex-husband's, Chris Martin's business. According to OK Magazine, Gwyneth is begging Chris's new girlfriend, Annabelle Wallace, to hang out. Well, now, you see, first of all, Gwyneth is claiming that it's going to help the kids, but Chris just thinks she's being nosy. And me too. Like, are you serious? We might not be married anymore, but you know I'm not going to hurt the kids, and I'm not going to bring some slore, you know, or some drug addict around our kids. You will not meet Annabelle unless we get married, in which case, you know, you'll meet civilly, but that's it. I don't want you to know any of my girlfriends because I know how you are, Gwyneth. I'm being Chris in my mind, you know? I think that there are some exes, a small percentage perhaps, there are some exes who can get along very well with their ex-spouse's new girlfriend. I'm not one of them. And I'll just tell you, clap if you're one of them. Like, you could get along. Could you get along? I said clap if you get along. If you could get along. See, very few people. All right, okay. Well, and there's something really shady about Gwyneth Paltrow. Like, the more we find out about her, the more unlikable she seems. Between that snooty website and now wanting to, you know, get up with Annabelle behind Chris's back, and Chris told Annabelle no because Chris knows her better than we do. Now, if he's saying no, you know, there's something rotten in Denmark. So what else? I love you, K. Michelle. She's such a sweet girl. You know, no, she really is. Listen, She's a sweet girl. She's got ratchet ways. I just call it like I see it, but you are such a sweet girl, and she's saying goodbye to her booty. You know, in the 90s, boobs were a big deal. That's when I got mine, 1994. By 2000, maybe 3, it started to be the butt movement. Now, in certain cultures, butts were always big, but they've gotten bigger. She revealed that she's going to remove her butt enhancements because she wants to be taken seriously. And she wants her normal shape back. She also misses not being able to wear great designer clothes and stuff because, you know, nothing stretches over that. But it's not like she had a little tiny booty to begin with. K. Michelle, show her natural butt. Oh. Yeah. Do you know what I suspect? I suspect that she'll just get it downsized. She's not going to remove the whole thing. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, just a little downsize. And I'm trying to figure out, hey, K. Michelle, I'm just trying to figure out, so what are they going to do with all the skin? Because, you know, you're a little girl. You know, like when they remove breast implants, you know, then they go around the areola and underneath, and you got like an anchor scar, and they lift them up, and they, you know, they do that. But being that butt enhancements are not as old as breast implant, you know, that operation, like, so what's all this going to look like? Is there going to be skin hanging to the ground? You know, give me a call and let me know about that. She says, though, this is what K. Michelle says. She says, this is her quote, if you have the coins to put them in, then have the coin to take it out. Yeah. And I believe that. A lot of people don't understand that. A lot of people go and they have surgery, they spend their last dime, and then they don't have any money for the maintenance or the takeout, or, you know, what if something goes wrong? Yeah. Anyway, congratulations to you, K. Michelle. Yeah. Did you hear about this whole Serena Williams fight with the man at the Chinese restaurant? Okay, no, well, here's what happened. Okay, so Serena's eating lunch with one of her friends, and they were sitting at a table for 4, but just 2 people. I'm like that, too. I always like a bigger table than where I am. Like, don't put me at a table for 2. I like a seat for my handbag, you know. I like room to, you know, put out my various, you know, eats. So, and then the ketchup stuff, like, I just like to spread out. And don't uncap my water. If I ask for bottled water, I'll uncap it, because I know what you restaurants do. They take that bottle with the expensive water, and then they put it under the tap back in the kitchen, and they bring it out to you, and they start pouring it. Say, people think I'm weird for that, but I always say, I'll bottle up flat water and don't uncap it. I'll do the uncapation. Okay, so her phone is in the seat, and there's this man dwelling too close to the table. See, I hate when people don't respect the boundaries of other people. Anyway, so he's standing and he's dwelling, and she's not saying anything, but she's looking like, why is he like that? A few moments after he disappeared, she finds that her phone has disappeared. So she jumped up, leapt over furniture, you know, no, chairs, other diners are looking. She goes out the door onto the sidewalk. This is all in New York, by the way. Yeah, where it goes down. Anyway, over the sidewalk, she goes outside, and she goes to the guy. She was very polite in talking to him, as opposed to how some of us would be, which would be like, you mother father. Anyway, but the guy ended up, he's like, oh, I guess I did take your phone. She's very, very brave, though, because I would have just said, go ahead, keep the phone. I'm not, first of all, I'm not falling over. I'm not a fast runner. I'm not falling over chairs. And also, you never know if the phone man is really the gunman. You know what I mean? A lot of you all live in really nice places where you don't have to worry about crazy. But here in New York, while it's the best city in the world, you can also catch it quick. So, but congratulations, Serena. You got your phone back. Oh. Wendys Winfall. Come on, Suzanne, bring out the wheel.
I wore this. It gets gustier and gustier every day. I don't want to hurt my head.
Exactly. All right, so it's time to meet our contestant. Oh my gosh, what a mess. I found a leaf in my bra yesterday when I got home. I'm like, how did it get there? Anyway, it's time to get our contestant on the line. Hello?
Hello?
Delia Smith from San Francisco, California. How you doing? It's Wendy.
Oh my goodness, how you doing?
Hi, Delia. Delia.
Oh, wow.
You're our big contestant today in Wendys Winfall. Have you been watching our show every day on KTVU in San Francisco?
Oh, yes. It's the only thing I watch on that channel.
All right, let's find out how much she's playing for. Suzanne, hit it.
Got it.
You know what, Delia? You're playing for $1,000.
Yeah!
Okay.
Free money is always good money. Okay, Delia,
right.
I want you to listen closely. You're going to have 15 seconds to correctly answer the question I'm going to ask. And remember, your first answer is your only answer, okay?
Yes.
All right. On yesterday's Wendy show, my stage manager, Suzanne's husband, Brendan, was my eye candy of the day. Now, what celebrity did he say was on his belt? 15 seconds and go!
Evel Knievel.
Yes! Yes! Delia, $1,000 for you, Delia. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye. If you want to win big money like Delia playing Wendys Winfall, log on to my Facebook page to enter. And make sure that you watch the show every day because you never know. We might be calling you next. We got more great show for you. The newest cast member from the Real Housewives of Atlanta, the legendary Kim Fields, is here. But up next, it's time for Celebrity Fan Out. So keep it here. We're bringing it on an all-new Wendy. I bring the juice with celebrity headlines and hot topics. John Leguizamo brings the funny when he hits the couch. Plus, Andra Day brings the voice and performs her hit, Rise Up. Bring it on.
Tomorrow on a new Wendy.
Okay, it's time for Celebrity Fan Out. Our first Celebrity Fan Out comes from Maytal J, who watches the Wendy show on KTTV in Calabasas, California. Maytal writes, Wendy, I had the privilege to attend the VMAs with my girls, and we got to meet Taylor Swift and Selena Gomez. Isn't that cute? She says, they were so sweet, and we used to see Selena a lot when she dated Justin Bieber because he's our neighbor. Oh, I smell money. And no, Wendy, we are not the neighbors who used to call the cops on him. We're the nice ones. It's so funny. Thank you very much. Okay. Our next Celebrity Fan Out comes from Sharice P., who watches the Wendy show on KSAZ in Tempe, Arizona. Sharice writes, I was at the airport when I heard a familiar voice. I turned around and was face-to-face with Morris Chestnut. You both look really cute. You look like you could be a couple. She goes on to say, he agreed to take this photo with me, and needless to say, I was the envy of all my friends on Facebook. By the way, that is so random that you recognized his voice. It's not like a Snoop Dogg voice or maybe, you know, Suzanne's voice, or something like that. I think it's Morris Chestnut. That is so random. You're good. By the way, Morris, congratulations. His show on Fox Rosewood is a hit, and it's been renewed for another season. Okay. Our next Celebrity Fan Out comes from Jillian S., who watches the Wendy show on WNYW in Manorville, New York. Jillian writes, hey, Wendy, how you doing? While walking the streets of New York City, I got to meet my celebrity crush, Jake Gyllenhaal. She says, don't we look like a real couple, Wendy? I promise you I'll invite you to the wedding. You do look like a real couple. Yeah. By the way, did you hear that Tom Ford, the designer, is making a line of lipsticks named after famous men? And there's one called Jake Gyllenhaal, and now you can wear Drake on your lips as well. And, they'll be out on Black Friday, FYU. Okay. Our final one comes from Marlon L., who watches the Wendy Show on BET in Miami, Florida. Excuse me. Hey, Wendy, Marlon says, I thought it was just another day of work until I ran into Bruce Willis. He goes, I went outside my office, and he was getting into his SUV when I screamed his name and asked for a picture. He turned around and obliged, completely made my day. By the way, Bruce is currently here in New York working on Broadway in Misery. Yeah. So that's how you do it. Celebrity encounters, everybody. Celebrity fan outs. If you've ever had an encounter with a celebrity, go to wendyshow.com. Share with us. We'll put you on the TV. Up next, she recently joined the Real Housewives of Atlanta cast. Kim Fields is here. Our first guest is a legendary TV star. She's also the newest cast member of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Take a look.
Hello, ladies. That's Tosha Ray. This bitch is really crazy. Hello, darlings. Hello, doll. This is Hollywood royalty right here, girl.
Everybody knows Tootie.
Honey, if we weren't born to you, weren't famous to me because I didn't even know who you were.
Your husband can't be your best friend. My husband's in prison, so...
I want a baby. All I need is sperm to get up inside of me.
He's real, y'all. He legal, right?
Please welcome Kim Fields. Let's give you some shoe cam.
Let's give me some shoe cam.
Put your feet on those feet. Good. Okay. You know...
I know you're supposed to start, but can I right quick?
Okay.
I have to say thank you to you because you were so protective and you were so, girl, don't do this, you know, and it came from, and how I received it was from the place of just protection.
Thank
almost
you.
Like big sis.
Almost
like big sis. You know what I mean?
That's how I was trying to deliver it.
And that's what I received. I don't care what anybody else said because it was for me, and that's how I received it. Absolutely. Absolutely. And Total felt like big sis Wendy was like, look, what's happening?
Yeah, you know, remember that day on Hot Topics and I announced it, and I'm just like, don't do it.
Yes.
Like, you're an icon. You know, you've been on, you were Regine, you were Tootie.
Yes.
You know, you're a wife and a mother and sober. I've never seen you fall out of a club.
No.
But you carry yourself in such a way, why would you want to swim in the gutter of reality TV, The Housewives? That's all.
Well, you know, at the same time, it's also the biggest platform. And we've been asked to do, my family and I have been asked to do, and speaking of family, hi, honey, and hi, Quincy. I love you guys. I miss you. But we've been asked to do reality TV for years and have our own show and all sorts of things. And it was just either the platform wasn't right or the timing wasn't right and all sorts of things. And when this opportunity came up, it became, you know what? Go big or go home. If you're going to put your toe in the water, put your toe in the Atlantic or Pacific Ocean.
Okay.
You know, and also, I'm not a real girlfriend kind of chick, you know.
That's what I was reading. They were saying that you don't have girlfriends.
No, not like a social circle. You know, I've got friends. Don't get twisted. I ain't like, you know, just crazy.
Right. A social circle.
Yeah, so it was almost like a social adventure for me, you know, to be able to say, oh, let me try this. Oh, go get your nails done just 'cause. What? Go to have brunch for what? I mean, just, you know what I mean? So there were just certain things, girlfriend trips. What?
Right. So now you're doing that stuff.
So now I'm doing this stuff, absolutely.
Okay, so in the clip that we just saw,
yes,
Portia said that she wasn't even born when you were famous. How are you dealing?
You guys are so funny.
I mean, okay, you're 46 years old. You're an established woman. How are you dealing with the cattiness? Because
yeah, I think, you know, there's a part of it that they just are so used to, you know, running it that way and that sort of thing. And I really do applaud Bravo and Andy and True Entertainment for throwing something different in the mix. What happens if we do something different? You're still going to get everything everybody's normally used to, you know, and that sort of thing. But you definitely have something a little different. So for me, I don't see it as shade. I mean, if the truth of the matter is if you weren't born in 79, 80, 81, then she's right. But at the same time, in the same breath, she said, oh, but Regine is my favorite.
Okay.
She said, I love me some Regine.
And also in that clip, were you going to Chateau Cheray? Is that?
No, we were in Miami. I have not been to any of the chateaus or the manors or, you know, anything like that. I haven't been anywhere. I've been to Phaedra's house, which is lovely. We had a play date with the boys.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, that was nice.
So Kenya's calling Chateau Cheray Chateau she can't pay or something like that. Yeah. All right, so, but back to you.
She said, but back to you. Yes, ma'am.
Did you ever watch the Atlanta Housewives before you signed up?
I certainly knew of them, knew of the show and that sort of thing, but I saw some clips, but my world, y'all know me, my world has been inundated with kid TV since Sebastian was born.
Yeah.
So, you know, I mean, I'm not caught up on all my stuff that I enjoy watching.
Right.
So I knew of them, but I wasn't like, so my reactions are real, like when they say some of the stuff and I'm like, oh, really?
Did you know any, I heard you didn't even like know what throwing shade was and stuff like that.
I didn't. I didn't. So
That's
when
Ratchet
they were like,
101.
yeah, exactly, right, exactly. I mean, I heard Ratchet, but I wasn't sure. And then when I'm talking and they're like, oh, that's shade, I'm like, oh, Jesus, no, that's not shade. I just don't know.
Yes. Okay. I remember, your mom,
yes,
Chip Fields, was
yes,
the original momager of all momagers. She was with you. She raised you so lovely. And now you call her up and you tell her, Mom, I'm going to be on Atlanta Housewives. What'd Chip say?
First of all, she was like, they called you? And then she said, baby, if you can be light, then be light. Take care of my babies, take care of your man. You do what you want to do. And she understood the whole idea of the adventure of it. But she said, you know, kind of get in and get out, so to speak.
That's what I say.
Yeah.
You didn't ask me, but as long as you're there. No, you didn't ask, but I always insinuate my opinion.
Right.
I think that one season is all you should do. Because if you watch these shows, everybody's likable in the first season. By the time you get into your second, third season, you're divorced. What's your husband say? Is he a part of the show?
Yes, the husband, the kids, Chris is there. But let me tell you, Chris is there, the kids are there. Hi, guys, there's my guys. Look at my guys. That was at Sebastian's variety show at school. But anyway, yeah, so Chris is on the show. The kids are on the show. My sister Alexis does a couple of beats with me via FaceTime and Skype.
Something is rotten here.
The thing with...
I'm scared.
No, don't be scared. Don't be scared. We are true to us.
Okay.
We are true to us. Okay. The woman that you all have helped to raise in your own way,
right,
by pouring into my career and my spirit,
yes,
that's the same chick that shows up, okay? So I'm true to myself. My family, come on, y'all, we've been together for over 10 years, just almost 10 years. We've got 2 great kids. You know who we are, that sort of thing. So it's almost like when they try, I mean, we're going to do us, you know? I appreciate you trying.
Okay, we have to check it out, though. By the way, you've kept your weight really, really nice. Charlotte Rae, Mrs. Garrett, recently wrote her autobiography.
Yes, she did. I'm so happy
and in
for
it,
her.
I saw that there was fat shaming behind the scenes on Facts of Life. That they would keep a scale on the set.
You're the hype girl!
Yeah, that's Suzanne. That's her husband, too.
Yes, I'm sorry.
They fat-shamed you and kept a scale on the
Girl,
side?
I mean, that ain't no secret.
Yes,
that,
it is.
Well, I just mean from the standpoint that, you know, at one point we were called the fats of life. We were always dealing with, you know, but this was the 80s when shade didn't exist. I mean, so, you know, the idea of girls growing up and going through puberty and things, and finally one of the executives said, you got to just go ahead and let them grow up. And this is a part of that.
Do you still stay in touch with Mindy Cohen, who I love the two of you?
She just tweeted me yesterday, actually.
Is it true that she is like the godmother to Brad Pitt and Angelique? You don't know that part?
Idea, yeah.
Well, look, they had a marathon the other day of Facts of Life. Do you watch the show back?
Sometimes,
Yeah.
sometimes. And my sons start laughing. They're like, look at mommy's hair.
With the roller skates. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Watch your back.
I will. Thank you. And I'll come back and keep telling you about it.
Okay,
too.
good.
Yes, yes.
And we'll be watching the new season of Real Housewives of Atlanta premieres this Sunday night at 8 o'clock on Bravo. Ask Wendy is next. It might be sweater weather, but Mondays are still hot on Wendy. All hot topics all hour long. Come on. And it's never too soon to save for the holidays. More trendy at Wendy fabulousness. The early bird gets the big deals.
Monday on a new Wendy.
Through November 25th, we're going to blow you away with Wendys Winfall of cash. I'm calling Lucky Wendy watchers with questions about the show. Then the wheel spins to decide how much they could win. Watching Wendy could get you a windfall. Find out how to play on my Facebook page now. All right, it's time for Ask Wendy. How you doing?
Hey, Wendy, I'm Melissa. How you doing?
Hi, Melissa. How can I help?
Well, Wendy, I have a friend that's currently cheating on her husband with her coworker. Sometimes they come to my house to cheat. I'm there sometimes, and sometimes I'm not.
What, does she have a key?
No.
Who lets her in?
The doorman. Well, I don't want to seem like I'm judging, but I don't want to be a part of this anymore.
Are you married? Do you have kids? Do you live by yourself?
I live by myself.
Okay. First of all, I would tell her straightforward, like, you know, what you do is your business, but don't drag me into it. I can't be a part of this. Okay. You know?
Yes.
How long has this cheatation been going down?
A few years.
A few years. You've been putting up with this for a few years?
Yes.
You're a good friend. You're welcome. Oh, we have time for another one. Hi. How you doing?
How you doing?
Good, thanks.
My name is Sandy. I've been married for 4 years, and I'm always the one who initiates in the bedroom. Oh. So I've spoken to him that it bothers me, that he needs to step it up, and he still won't make a move first, so I gave up, and it's been 7 months. So what do I do, Wendy?
Is this how the sex was even when you were dating before you got married?
Correct. I always started. I made the first move. It's fine, but he won't initiate, and I've asked a million times.
Is he your king outside of this situation?
Yes, he's a wonderful husband, best husband you've
So
got.
this is not even a conversation of divorce?
Correct, no divorce.
This is another conversation that you need to have with him, and you know what? And let him know that 7-month thing. Maybe that'll jerk him into the reality of, oh my gosh, doesn't he understand what another man won't do, another one will?
Correct.
Or something like that?
Yes.
Thank you. Good luck.
Thank you.
Yes. Okay. Up next, it's time for Wendy. What's good? Keep it here. We've got Wendy Bling just for you. T-shirts, Diva fans, my favorite mug, and more. Go to wendyshow.com and click Shop Wendy. Are you shopping? Okay, I just love the graphic for Wendy What's Good. It's time for Wendy What's Good. Our Wendy watchers have a lot of things to say, good and bad, on social media, so I'm not scared. Let's share some of your comments. Our first comment is from Kelly in Chicago, who writes, Wendy, what's good? I love your different wig styles, and your hair always looks great, but ponytails are on trend right now. You never, ever, do you ever wear your hair pulled up? Well, as a matter of fact, I do, Kelly. Thank you for this. There I am in my office with my hair pulled up. That also happens to be the same wig that I wear to the gym. Do I wear it up with no bangs? No. And by the way, I don't consider ponytails trends. They are legendary. Yes. Thank you, Kelly. Okay. Our next Wendy, what's good, comes from Brandon in Atlanta, who writes, Wendy, what's good? You recently posted a photo on Instagram of a burger. It made my mouth water. I'm a vegan, too, and want to know what kind of burger is that? Well, first of all, that's what I'm also having for dinner tonight. That burger is 2 patties of mushrooms, okay? There's no soy. The bacon that you see is actually fakin'. Yeah, the bacon's there, and that's made of coconut flakes. No, it's delicious. And that is not mustard, as you called it on Instagram. I saw a lot of your comments. That is fake cheese. But the cheese is made of coconut. And then I got my onions on there, and then I get my napkin, I put my bib on. Honey. Topped with a wheat bun. Okay, our last Wendy, what's good, comes from Pamela in San Diego. And Pamela writes, Wendy, what's good? I was watching your show the other day when you told your co-host not to touch your microphone. Why do you get so defensive when someone grabs the mic? Well, if you don't know what Pamela is referring to, take a look. Yes, Wendy, everybody have a seat except for you. How you doing? Fabulous. Zac Efron.
How you doing?
I saw you when I first came out, and I said, you saw me point to you, I said, cute. So, congratulations, Steph.
Thank you.
Tell us about your,
Oh, I'm sorry.
Not that cute. Well, the power of the microphone is what you learn in Communications 101. It's the most basic thing. Never give up your microphone. So as much as I love you all for being here, don't touch my mic. Thank you. And thank you for sharing your comments. And Wendy, what's good? If you'd like to comment, go to wendyshow.com. Say it like you mean it. You always do. Eye candy is next. Chantelle Figueroa from Hawaii is my eye candy. You look very pulled together.
Thank you, thank you.
Talk about it.
Okay, so first I have the simple black hat, $25. Camel suede basic tee, $18, and the shoes, BB.
And the jacket is nice as well. Well, here's your diva fan, and we'll be right back. Thank you. Tomorrow, my friend John Leguizamo stops by, plus music star Andrea Day. And she's going to perform for us. I love you for watching today. And I'll see you next time on Wendy. Bye-bye.
Nice.